phase of Max, you know, this is
dang, 15 to 30 viewers first couple weeks. That is actually extremely good. What the heck?
And, you know, he was really just
he had that boost for real.
My nigga. He was doing different things.
Story of PlaqueBoyMax. YouTube fam, like, comment, subscribe. Tune into the streams. I stream every single day, 2 p.m. EST. Let's go. Streams first link in the description.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So look, y'all saw that
Anti-socials too.
Story of PlaqueBoy.
You're right, I had to change exactly.
Wow, y'all know.
Anti-social too, so good.
Fucking with this nigga since like 2021 days, bro. I swear to God.
Me too.
He's literally at the Creator League event.
Oh, Glazed! PlaqueBoyMax gracefully.
It seems like a year or two ago, this nigga was just in his mom's crib reacting to this.
Just not the same anymore.
This nigga came up. So
what do you mean it's just not the same? If it's always the same, ooh. If things are always the same, then is it really improving? Like, tell me, do you always want to be the same loser? Like, not to you like directly, you know what I mean? Like, would you rather be the same loser, or would you rather be different but a way better person that's way healthier and more successful?
I was like, yo, I really gotta make this shit now. And you know, as I've been thinking about this, I didn't really know how I wanted to do it, but I think the best way to do it would just be to kind of highlight some key moments in Max's come up, starting from back in his Basement Boys days, ending up where he is now, you know, top 10 streamer.
Yes, bro. You know what? That Basement Boy stuff was kind of sick. Yeah.
Obviously, I think at this point, everyone knows that's where Max came from, but you know, they started making videos, but it wasn't really going super crazy how everyone knew about it now. The first time them niggas really got their, you know, mainstream, you know, TikTok.
Wasn't it didn't the attention they got was the interviewing SoundCloud rappers or something like that?
Everybody was talking about him was when they had the freestyle event and Glow Up. The nigga with the purple coat had a crazy ass freestyle.
Oh, I remember that.
Just look at the poster. All of my niggas take over.
We gonna take over. Rolling like a roller coaster.
And I got the range like a rover. Lean on my head and my shoulders.
That shit right there, that was really viral, bro. A nigga like me, you know, I used to make 2K TikToks. I was making TikToks to that sound, but I didn't even know it was Basement Boys or it was Max. I was fucking with the sound. But that right there is kind of a video that helped push Basement Boys to, you know, 100K on YouTube. You know, they got their plaque and everything like that. And from there, that's when Basement Boys really took off. And that right there, to me, is the peak of Basement Boys. Now, at this point in time, I think Max was like a junior or a senior in high school. And as he got to the end of his season, you know, this nigga, he was talking about how he had to make a decision. He didn't want to go to college.
Oh yeah, it was either basketball or streaming, right? And he can't pursue basketball because he wasn't growing past 5'8".
Like, come on, bro, this is not
happening. Yeah.
He decided to, you know, leave Basement Boys and focus on his own solo content career. And a lot of people think the only reason Max really blew up fast was because he had the Basement Boys platform, but I mean, this nigga really only started off averaging like 15 to 30 viewers for his first couple weeks. And you know, this early phase of Max, you know, this is
dang, 15 to 30 viewers first couple weeks. That is actually extremely good. What the heck?
And, you know, he was really just
he had that boost for real.
He was doing different things. He was reacting. You know, the nigga was doing music reactions. He was playing GTA roleplay. He was playing 2K at some point. You know, he was really just doing a lot of different
things. That's pretty good.
Which Max really took this shit to another level was when Annoying TV reacted to his Anti-Social 2 reaction. Now, that Anti-Social 2 reaction, I think everybody has seen that shit by now. It was in the intro. That shit right there is really what pushed Max to, you know, his first 1,000 subscribers, you know, in a couple weeks of having the channel. Annoying reacting to that really is what pushed
bro, that's godlike RNG, but the thing is,
and then Max would,
even though it was godlike RNG, Max would really be still successful to this point, still successful like right now, because his personality is just insane. He has a really good personality. He knows what to say at stuff at perfect times, you know.
September of that year, and this era is really when 5-star kind of started to take over. You know, these niggas really started to, you know, build a name for themselves, and niggas was really starting to realize like, yo, these niggas really coming up. And also in this kind of time frame at like late 2021 is when I found Max. He made a video about the Underground 2021 Music Awards. And that right there, that's when I found the nigga, and I went on like a binge watching spree, and I watched like all this nigga shit. And you know, the next really big part of Max's career, I feel like, was, you know, early 2022. The nigga got partnered super early into the year, and that's Max really just
he got partnered in less than a year. Multiple people take like year to 2 years to get partnered.
Also around this time period, you know, this is when Max was doing all sorts of different.
That's how you can just tell he was gonna be different.
You know, I'm sure I'll put some up here at some point during the video, but
today we have What Are You Listening To USC edition.
What are you listening to?
Stop Breathing by PlaqueBoy Cardi.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
that era. It was also around this time period that we started to see Max, you know, interact with other streamers. We saw him with Scum TK. I remember he was interacting with Max pretty early. Also, Chris Nasdor was another guy who was with Max super early on.
When did clip farming become a turn?
A whole lot of stuff like that.
I believe like I Show Speed was really the first clip farmer, you know?
Max kind of debut songs was around this time period. I might be wrong about that though, so don't quote me. And from this early 2022 until really late 2022, the nigga was doing a lot of the same stuff. You know, a lot of reactions, tier list, you know, some GTA, you know, every now and then, you know, he would switch it up, but it was a lot of the same thing, and that was a great era for Max. I feel like if you was really watching Max back then, you might have took that for granted, you know, the calm streams, you know, when he was a little bit smaller. I feel like Max was
for sure.
People a lot at this point, you know, he was really reading chat, and that to me is the best part of this era. You know, it was really like 5-star, my nigga. Like everybody was really close in that community. I feel like everybody in the Discord was really talking to each other. This is really a great era for 5-star.
I was there and I experienced it, and I can be real with that. I am being real with that.
December 2022, and this right here is what some people consider to be peak Max or prime Max, cash Max, whatever niggas want to call it, bro. Now, streamers has become something Max does it like every year at this point, but in 2022, my nigga, I feel like it was so many clips of Max, and for me, it was crazy to see because I have been watching Max for over a year now at this point, and the nigga was really all over my For You page. People in my school was talking about this nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga really got potential, bro. Now, after these streams, Max would kind of like continue that momentum.
Nah, I didn't even know who he was. So are you really egoing Max? You can't be egoing Max, bro. Don't ego Max. Don't ego Max. Don't ego Max, my favorite king streamer of the whole entire world. Second to Stable Ronaldo. Stable Ronaldo is better than Max. You can't lie. I love watching Stable Ronaldo. I glaze Stable Ronaldo. Happily. 4K, Ultra HD, telescope from the sky, 16K, Ultra HD, me glazing Stable Ronaldo live on stream. Don't care until a few months ago.
2023, you know, they had streams like indoors, things like that. He also 1v1 flight this summer. You know, it was just a whole bunch of stuff going on for Max IRL that kind of showed he's not going to be a reaction streamer, YouTuber forever. Like, he's eventually...
I'm telling Papa Duke you said that. No, but Duke is always the best, though. Duke, I'd do it in front of the whole entire population of the world in a stadium. So imagine like a whole entire stadium of 8.2 billion people and just Duke standing in the middle and me. And I'll be glazing Duke in front of everyone happily. Don't care.
Often to doing more IRL things. Also during this time, you know, he did the creator Diss Wars. That's another thing the nigga did that really, you know, built his community from other niggas' communities, really got his name out there even more. And out of every time period I've talked about so far, I feel like summer 2023 is Max's biggest growth. But I do feel like this is the end of the Cash Max era, as niggas like to say. Y'all know what I mean when I say, you feel me, the community was super big, so I feel like he wasn't interacting with chat as much. But I mean, that's what happens when a nigga get bigger. I really love to see this nigga.
It's harder to interact with chat when you're bigger.
Era in which, you know, okay, yeah, this nigga can't really read every chat anymore. He was still interacting with the community a lot. Now, fall and winter of 2023, this was the era in which we started to get a lot of IRL streams. We got the stream with Ava during this time period, during that late 2023 era. And, you know, kind of leading into this era, I think the main thing that niggas remember from this late 2023, early 2024 era was the 5-star house. And this shit right here is...
Oh, the 5-star house was the greatest stream, yeah. Bro, that stream was crazy.
It's my favorite stream personally.
I have to agree.
All those streams are really great, bro. Like, there was a hella content. We got to see all the niggas that Max been interacting with over the past 2 years really come together in the crib, bro. Even Dabo was there, my nigga. At this point in time, Dabo was really a big creator on his own. Like, there was niggas who literally knew Dabo but didn't even know Max. And if you know how Dabo got on the scene, like, that's really crazy.
Oh, Dabo was the dude who was crying at Frank Ocean. He got big off of TikTok off that meme.
Max kind of ended the 5-star house. We saw him get into a beef with Convi over Convi's on.
Man, I feel too. It's a banger. I'm a man. I got chrome on my chopper. Blood across his face. Playboy Cardi lover. What do you mean? Hey, what's up, Darren? What's up? Clap it up.
This is another, you know, candidate for my favorite Max stream.
Dabo. Oh yeah, Dabo literally glazes anybody inside of Opium. No joke. Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Cardi, doesn't matter who it is. They will glaze to the top. He would glaze to the top tier perfection. Playboy Cardi especially Playboy Cardi.
A lot of y'all be hating on.
He'd risk anything for Playboy Cardi. That's like Stable Ronaldo. That's like not Stable Ronaldo. I Show Speed with Cristiano Ronaldo. Suey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna lie, bro. it seems during this time period the nigga really couldn't miss, because like 2 weeks later the nigga did the first underground Song Wars. And obviously Max had been doing Song Wars for years with the whole 5-star, but this was that Song Wars in which we saw him bring in Laser Dim, you know, Jace, and this is where we got hella bangers, my nigga. This is where we got Laser, all his banger songs like Asian Rock. And we also got the Song Wars freestyle by Jace. These were the last times we saw Max streaming in the house with his parents, because soon after this, Max would enter the B&B era, you know, the yacht party era with the
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Max during this era.
Done grown. He's about to have another huge growth spurt very soon, because in the next like 2 or 3 weeks, we saw Max join Phase. Okay.
Yeah, this Phase era is the best era so far. My favorite streamer is still the 5-star house though.
Niggas on the internet gonna hate. Max did what he did, bro. The nigga was really grinding. And not too long after he joined Phase, he would start the 100 days, you know, the 100 days of consecutive streaming. And this right here leads us to where we are now. We're not quite done with the 100 days. I think we're at day like 79 right now, or 78, 70 something. And not too long ago, Max.
Oh yeah, they went a million followers on Twitch and 20. No, he's at 25K subs right now, and now they're in Japan.
But if you really 5-star, my nigga, you really been watching Max for a minute. You know this nigga nowhere near done growing.
100%.
Nowhere near his peak that he's gonna hit. And
But I really loved Max when he was like interacting with Nord, just like what are they called? God, I forgot what they're called. He called them, whatever.
Make sure y'all like the video.
But
that shit do help me.
it was just so funny. Those were the funniest times because they're not real.
Hit 1,000 subscribers before the.
Alright, for sure. Yeah, I'm subscribing. I'm subscribing.
Also, y'all can follow the
Playmaker Zay. Subscribe.
WVid, man. Love y'all niggas.
WVid. 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 WVid.